morning, dear hearts. We are now on lesson 272, and please subscribe. Today's lesson asks a question, a very valid question. It asks, how can illusions satisfy God's Son? They can't. That's the obvious answer, and it's the real answer. Illusions cannot satisfy God's Son. They cannot satisfy any of us, even if we don't identify ourselves as being God's child. Illusions will never satisfy us because all illusions are empty promises. They're false ideas. They're images that will never come to fruition. So those things, a false idea, an image of something, will never satisfy anyone. Think of it this way. Would you rather have a picture of an ice cream cone or the ice cream cone? I think the answer is obvious there. Just like the answer is obvious to how can illusion satisfy God's Son. The lesson begins with the prayer portion, and it is, Father, the truth belongs to me. My home is set in heaven by your will and mine. Can dreams content me? Can illusions bring me happiness? What but your memory can satisfy your Son? Again, all of these questions have very obvious answers. I will accept no less than you have given me. And what have you given me, Father? You've given me everything. You've given me peace. You've given me truth. You've given me the means to come home and remember who I am. I am surrounded by your love, forever still, forever gentle, and forever safe. God's Son must be as you created him. And there it is again. This truth that weaves through every lesson, that is the one I must come to grips with, to finally accept and remember that I am as God created me. And in that, there is no question. So what but God's memory can satisfy me? Nothing. There is nothing that will ever satisfy me until I learn and understand the truth of who I am. Now, as I had said yesterday, we're going to go back into the main idea, our relevant thought. And in the relevant thought of what is the Christ, which I'm sure everyone is reading every morning, in paragraph 4, it says, the Holy Spirit reaches from the Christ in you to all your dreams and bids them come to him to be translated into truth. So the dreams, the illusions, will be translated into truth because the dreams, the illusions will never satisfy God's Son. And the Holy Spirit, he will exchange them for the final dream, which God appointed as the end of dreams. For when forgiveness rests upon the world and peace has come to every son of God, what could there be to keep things separate? For what remains to see except Christ's face? Seeing Christ's face is seeing the truth. It's seeing the truth in ourselves. It's seeing the truth in our brother. It is accompanied by these great rays that the Course speaks of, the rays of light that emanate from the face of Christ and from every single brother, every part of the sonship, from all living things, because all living things are what have been created by God. Nothing lives but by the grace of God. The second part of the lesson is the text portion, and it says, today we pass illusions by, and if we hear temptation call to us to stay and linger in a dream, we turn aside and ask ourselves if we, the Son of God, could be content with dreams when heaven can be chosen just as easily as hell, and love will happily replace all fear. It goes back to several of our previous lessons in part 1, and one of them is, I will not value what is valueless. What is here, what I see in this world of dreams, all of these illusions, and even those who are tempting, which can be very tempting and have tempted us to stay longer at this party. None of those things really and truly have value. So I will not hold on to them. And again, the world I see has nothing that I want, nothing that will satisfy me, maybe for a few moments here and there, but every dream will end up, every illusion will finally lead to a grievance, and that grievance will never satisfy me. And once I recognize that, then what I must do to release it is to forgive it and now turn to God. Turn to God, because I can choose heaven as easily as I can choose hell. And love will replace all fear. What a lovely idea and truth. So that's it for today. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment. It was all quiet on the Western Front today. Please pray. Every day there's another space for us to fill with prayers, that indeed we all will choose heaven over hell. And please be here tomorrow. Namaste.